Hi, welcome to another episode of Gridiron Hub Live. It's a big one tonight. One I think a lot of people have been looking forward to. Oh, good spot there, Steve. Are you laughing at me sneezing just before we went on air? Is that what you laughed at as soon as we went live?
I was laughing at myself messaging you privately saying bless you when I saw it. So it wasn't so much of a laugh as a sneeze. It was more me laughing at myself as always.
Right. Well, I've got some.
I didn't actually. Something that annoys Oz actually is me laughing at myself on my own jokes.
Nah, man, I love it. I laugh at you for laughing at yourself. Yeah. So that's all I do is I just mock your laugh. It's just get together with the boys. It's just ha ha ha.
And then it goes into like a cackle. I hate. Yeah, I know. It's weird.
So are you?
Anyway, enough about me.
No. I've got to ask this question. Do you frequently laugh at yourself then?
Do I laugh at myself?
Yeah. Are you the funniest guy you know?
Oh, he's 100% the funniest guy Steve knows.
Oh yeah. I'm up there. I'm definitely top 5.
Who's funnier, you or Oz?
I mean, I'd say me. I reckon I'm funnier than Steve.
I'd put Oz in God tier. And Steve.
Is that what we're doing?
Steve's great. Yeah. I think it's. It's quite.
I think Oz probably is funnier. I think when we're both drunk, we're both an absolute nightmare.
I was gonna say your mate Calvin is probably the most he is just next level. When I still remember your birthday.
Well, just all the fireworks and everything. It wasn't fire. It was like sparklers and shit on it in a bar.
Back when you could still go out. This must have been like 2016 or some shit. And Steve's mate Calvin, I can't remember how he sorted it out, but it's like his brother
runs Tiger. That's what it was. His brother's
in Portsmouth. Yeah. And then so we got put in the fucking VIP corner. Got all this free booze, and then they're like lighting all these fireworks on the bar, like sort of like sprinkler fireworks and shit, and then
sparklers,
sparklers, but more like the ones that you get when you're doing like they do in nightclubs when they start doing shows, and they're so they're sitting there and they're carrying those around, and everybody's just stopping and staring because there's like 8 dudes just sitting there, just pissed as fuck, and they just keep bringing over more booze and more booze.
Like bottles of whiskey and stuff, weren't they? We were just like, then we had like people wanting to join our group, but then we were like, nah, fuck you. They were just smashed.
His mate Calvin was like hanging over the back of the VIP area, just being like, "What's your name?" It's just
It sounds a bit like a Gridiron Hub Christmas party, to be honest. I don't
we did have a night. We haven't had a Gridiron Hub one actually. We did a Gridiron Memes one.
We did a Gridiron Memes one in Nottingham, and
that was funny.
I broke Jordan's phone.
Oh yeah, he smashed Jordan's phone.
To be fair, Nottingham's a great city to have a night out. And Stephen McMurray says hi. So hi, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
With a PH.
We do need to do something for Gridiron Hub when we can.
Can you imagine if you got the Britball community? To be fair, though, the way it's going at the minute, we've been trolled a little bit lately, which is always good fun. So,
trolled.
Well, I know. Is it the Daily Britball had a bit of a pop last week, which was.
It cracks. I love it. They have a pop at you guys. Like sometimes they will take a pop at Gridiron Hub as a whole. And other times they'll just take a pop at Steve directly.
It's weird, isn't it? It's a weird,
it just amuses me.
It's a weird obsession that they've got, but fair play. I don't mind being a target for stuff because, like,
it's because you're so hard.
I've dished out my fair amount over the years, right?
I was going to say you can't get up in arms. You can't get up in arms without someone making memes about you because you did it for about 6 years.
I was the best as well.
No, I think Hatch the silent assassin. I rate.
We didn't have this conversation because Hatch and I were the two that sort of made the most content, right? And I remember even when we had a team of like 10 people, me and him would make memes and just fire into each other and giggle about it, and then we would be like, how many likes, how many shares, how many comments, and we'd have 3 numbers that we would sort of predict. So like we'd be like, oh, that one's a 200 like, 10 comments, 15 shares, and like so we'd predict, and we got actually pretty good at it. Although sometimes you could get it wrong either way. Like you thought this one's going to be fire, and it tanked, or you thought, oh, should we even post this, and it just went nuts, you know. So you couldn't always call it, but yeah, like me and him, we like. I don't know. Maybe we should get him on and do like have a competition.
Yeah,
we'll have a discussion as to what the best meme that we ever generated was. But I know the most popular one that was ever done.
What one was that?
The most popular one that was ever done was it was a flow chart to figure out your team, your position.
Right. Yeah.
And so that one, the annoying thing is, it wasn't one person's sole input. So I came up. I suppose that's not annoying. It's good because a team of people did it. But I came up with the idea, the basis of it. Hatch like figured out, you know, the actual flow chart, and then another guy. I won't drop names, obviously, but another guy made it. And so there was 3 people that contributed to it. We posted it. It got seen by over 250,000 people. And we like I would find it online.
That was the one that I saw people like back home sharing it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
and they weren't even
Mexico,
and they weren't even people that I'd like sent invites to follow Gridiron Memes or anything like that. And it made it into one of my old teams, which had we were a 7-a-side team and had like 15 people in the fucking team. And I was like, how did you even see this?
Yeah. So like, I even caught other outlets, like because I used to look at like Germany memes and like other European meme pages that were like domestic but done memes, and I caught a couple of them reposting it and putting their logo on it and like passing it off as their own, which is, you know, I never like, I just thought, oh, that's pretty cool, like it'd be nice if they tagged us, but so what, you know, like it just shows us good content.
Before we change or we become our new name, I'd love to get you and Hatch on for a conversation about Gridiron Memes, because it was such a, it kind of, for me, it made Britball hilarious. Like there's
definitely maybe we should. There was a mixed reaction to it, you know. And I look at what the guys are doing with it now, and it's hard to tell because of this whole COVID thing. Like, are they keeping up? Are they doing well? You know, there's certainly stuff that they're posting that we just wouldn't have done. But it's probably stuff we would have done when we first started doing it.
Yeah,
because we sort of learned. So I think they're making a lot of the mistakes that we did. But the annoying thing is that a couple of the guys involved were involved back then when we made those mistakes. So you're like, you know, I don't know. You sort of like lead them to it, you know, like, oh, it's not my fucking thing anymore. But
yeah, like what I've noticed is there was a definite change in the content that was distributed from when it was just you and Hatch, and like people close to you knew that you two ran the page. But it was just you. It was just that, and it was you weren't like vocally being like, I run this page, I run this. Like for the large part of it, to most of the Britball community, you two were still anonymous. You were just
we would tell if someone messaged us and they were cool and they were nice, we would tell them. But if someone messaged us and they were like, I demand to know who you are, we'd be like, right, here we go. You know, I'll send you a fucking riddle back or something, you know, like, but you're right. Like
the first intake, there was, I think, 4 of us that were on the first intake.
Oh, I can't remember.
I
know you were one. I remember I was badgering you for ages to join, and you kept.
Yeah, when it was you and
turned me down, but I was like, you know, it was just like the conversation would trail off, and I'd be like, I want to bring Oz in. It was you. It was just you and
live stream.
It was just you and Hatch. And you were like, come join the team. Like, we need more content creators. Come join. And I was like, nah, I just prefer insulting people in the comments. And then you're like, yeah, well, you can do that from Gridiron Memes. I was like, I don't need to hide who I am. I'm happy to insult people from my own page. and then the first intake was, it was me, and I won't name the other 3.
Yeah, don't name people. Yeah,
again for anonymity. But yeah, there was 3 of us, and then. That was when we were really at a point where we didn't give a shit about what like nothing was sort of off limits at that point. And then it was only as we started to expand more and more, and then the page was growing more, and then this is when you were sort of getting into the kernel of what you wanted Gridiron Hub to be. This is before Gridiron Hub started, but you started pushing memes towards more of just making shit posting. Yeah. And you were like, I want to do something with this. We had to sort of start removing ourselves from certain like equations in a way, because you were like, we can't post that because that's going to alienate people that we want to be engaging with down the track.
Yeah. As soon as there was the association with Gridiron Hub, or we knew that was coming, there had to be a change. Yeah. It had to, because the idea was to launch Gridiron Hub from Gridiron Memes, and that's what we did. Although Gridiron Hub absorbed Gridiron Memes, if you like, it was a section. We knew that the platform was enormous, So, but anyway, that's not what this is about.
And then we had to push them away, and we're like, look, go be horrendous human beings again. Have fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do what they want.
Moving on from memes. Anyway, if people want to watch it, I think it'd be a really interesting conversation to have.
Yeah, I'll speak to Hatch. I'm sure he'll be up for it.
Definitely. On that
let's
note,
get on to these logos. Yeah.
Logos. Talking about last week's logos, I don't know if you saw us, but I'd shared our final picture onto the NFL UK group. My God, did we get called?
That's a bad idea because everybody
you're talking to fans.
There, they're going to be homers. They're going to be homers. It's going to be like Steve with the fucking Dallas Cowboys logo.
Am I a Dallas fan now? Is that why?
Yeah. The moment you tell them, oh, it's not a great looking logo, it's iconic, it immediately tells me it's.
I didn't say iconic. And
it's a remolded version of Indy. But that was the most because I had to look through the comments because Steve sent me the link.
So you have seen it
when you post it. Yeah, and I was and the thing is, I couldn't be asked joining the page, like, because when some guy was like, Oz must be an idiot or some shit, and I was really tempted just to join the page and be like, come on then, cunt, like, tell me to my face. But I didn't, because I just couldn't be asked because. I haven't got.
You're talking to fans, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Everybody,
it's not for a fan. A fan will always back their team. They'll always back their horse. And then people start saying like it's legendary, it's iconic. We weren't again. Anyone that watched the stream would know that that's not what we were basing it on. We weren't scoring points for how recognizable or how established a brand was.
You have to remove it. You have to remove it from the franchise. That was the thing. Like, people were sitting there and they'd be like, oh, Green Bay. It's like the iconic G. It's Lambeau Field. It's the 100 years or however many years that team's been going worth of like legacy they have with them. It's Bart Starr to Brett Favre to Aaron, and it's like it's none of that. It's just it's a really shit looking.
It's just
a shit painted in yellow and green.
And on that note, I think it's important that we make clear from the off that, again, when we're ranking these Britball logos tonight, this is purely based on the logo. So all the on-field and off-the-field stuff that goes on.
That is
important. It's not an indictment on your roster. It's not about the players on the team. It's not about the area you come from. It's just
all the experiences you've had with teams or whatever. We're taking it at as much as face value as possible. I think there is definitely, because me and Will had a brief chat earlier. There's definitely one team in particular that I've got something to say about the actual team name, but it does tie into the logo. But other than that, we want to try and keep it like this is what we're going from.
We don't want people messaging us telling us we don't like their team, and we don't. It's
going to happen, right?
If you're worried. Right, if you're watching the stream right now and you're worried that I don't like your team, the answer is I don't. I don't. I don't like any of your teams. I don't care which division you're in. I don't care which part of the fucking country you're in. I do not like your team. So just hope you've got a pretty cool looking logo.
Right, well, let's get into it because we've got a few more than that. So we've got 36. And last week we had 32, so we've got a bit more. I've got to be honest, from setting this all up today, my initial thought was there's some pretty cool logos out there, and then there's some pretty shit ones as well. So,
can you zoom in a little bit, Will, just to get the edges like full screen sort of thing? Yeah, there you go. So, one thing I wanted to talk about before we start. Shall we rename the tier structure? And because I think God is actually like the way that I see this. If you're in that top tier, if you're in that God tier, it doesn't necessarily mean it's like a God logo. It means it's the best, one of the best logos in Britball.
All right,
so you can call it like elite or something.
Oh, elite.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
You're all watching me do this live, so my spelling better be on point.
It never is.
I was going to say, it's like a 5-letter word? Like, come on now.
Yeah, he only just managed God.
he's got Grammarly telling him that elite is okay. You got the little green.
Yeah, Grammarly sorted him right out.
I love Grammarly.
A week, Oz. I'm really more asking from your perspective here. Are you happy with elite, good, average, bad, awful?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to change the word awful to absolutely dog shit, but we're not. Apparently, I'm not allowed. So
the only one I'd go for instead of awful would be atrocious.
Oh, I can't spell atrocious.
Yeah. Let's try it. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. Let's see, Will. Let's see you spell atrocious, mate.
Yeah, I wanted either
for a little bit of entertainment value.
Yeah,
live on screen now. Oh, God, no! Don't look at other screens. Click on it like you did the other one. Don't try and cheat us.
Yeah, he's going for Google.
He's like going off. Yeah, right. Atrocious. Go.
That's the best you get.
Oh, he's not far off.
Grammarly told him he was wrong though.
Yeah, Grammarly. Yeah, there you go. Grammarly fixed you.
I saw the red spinning. I was like, I know you're wrong. And so it's Grammarly.
Yeah, I did just Google it before that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I could tell you were looking at another screen. I'm not thick.
Right.
But okay. So I still think it's right. I don't want to come across as like it being an insult if your logo's in the bottom tier, because I think where just like the fan reaction we got from the NFL guys. People buy into this stuff. Their logos, like people get tattoos of them.
What about boring?
Sorry,
boring.
I did debate.
Boring's a different measurement. I don't think it's on the same scale.
Yeah, I'm looking at this now, and there's one logo straight away that stands out to me.
Why not just worst? Just worst, like
elite, good, average, bad, worst.
Yeah, the worst. So we think those are the worst. Like, what was he?
All right, Can
you spell what? WURST.
Yeah, as in the sausage. Verse.
Yeah. Currywurst, bratwurst. No. Right. So, okay. Sorry. So yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's go. So I want to see people, because I'm hoping people pop up in the comments here.
Please do let us know what you think as well.
So who was it that just said one stands out? One logo really stands out. Looking at these.
Okay, I'm assuming it's Edinburgh.
Go on.
Just because the wolf just stands out to me straight. It's sharp. I love it.
The Edinburgh Wolves.
Yeah, straight off the bat. Is that the one beside the is that Hope Spartans, or is that?
Yeah, no, that's the Essex Spartans.
That's good. There's a lot of them that are share a fucking name. Well done.
There's only two. There's two names that are shared: Warriors and Spartans at this.
I really like the Edinburgh Wolves logo. Straight away, that's the first one that caught my eye, and I looked at it, I was like, that's a good logo.
Hold on, this is quite good, because I think we're going to get a lot of activity in the chat. We've already had a few pop up already. Just pop them up. That's probably the worst one to pick out of all of the options we had there. Will,
can't argue.
Yeah, all right. So get Warriors straight into elite tier. I find that so actually today, which is different to last week. Last week I was like, oh, we've got a few that I've focused on as being the worst. I actually spent some time and put them all into a rank over here that I've got on my screen. Not that I just want to sort of see how we end up. I'm not trying to force this over here, but these are my opinions. But it's quite interesting, the ones that the people are, the one that you plucked out and the one that Sean's plucked out there is the Warriors. So the Warriors and Wolves, I did have those quite high up. I do think they're quite good logos.
I like the Warriors logo. Yeah. Where are we starting? Are we starting with Berkshire? Because is that the Renegades? Just the giant red eye?
No. So they're alphabetical orders. That's Aberdeen Roughnecks is the first one.
Okay. Well, that's bad. That's just a big red
eye. I had that as the worst. I had that down the
bottom. That's laziness.
Tells me nothing.
And do you know what? I wouldn't be so. I don't know this, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a rip off of an American logo somewhere.
What's Rutgers logo, Will?
It's similar to that. To be fair, to me, it looks like the Nebraska logo, but with an N and an A. Let's have a look at Rutgers quickly.
I don't know.
No, you're right. It's the Rutgers logo.
So that's it. You lose points if you rip someone off. You can't go any higher than worst. I don't care how good your logo is. That's how I see it. So well, you guys can argue.
Worst logos out of all these years.
I reckon it's a shit house anyway. It's just a giant R. It gives me nothing.
So this one,
I like that.
Oh, right. So, because one of the Breen brothers used to play at Aberdeen, so he just said one of the guys went over to Rutgers and got us a load of gear. What and the logo? Would he?
And was that part of it?
Take it off.
Was that part of the sponsorship deal? They're like, look, we'll give you a whole bunch of gear, but you've got to use the R.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Otherwise, no deal. And then yes, so they said I had a better one before. I can vaguely remember their one before. It reminds me the Sandwell one reminds me of it, like someone with a hammer. And I actually I'm going to go and find it because I've got a lot of the logos on our hard drive. Let me see if I've got it to bring it up.
Samwell looks like a guy. Jeff is Samwell the one between the Knights and
the Steelers. And the Giants. It's a yellow one, yeah. So hold on. Let me see if I can get this old logo while you guys talk. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I've immediately found one that Steve's going to hate as well. He's going to absolutely fucking hate it. I've spotted it.
Go on.
That'd be
well, I know what you're going to say, and actually, there's two logos that face the wrong way.
Yeah. Where's the other one?
Cheetahs.
Oh, yeah.
The Cheetahs and the Bristol Aztecs. They're the ones that face the wrong way.
Where's the Aztec? Oh, right,
second one at the top.
Oh, is that who that is? I was looking at that. I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, they changed to align themselves with the SGS College.
Right, because I was going to say...
The Filton Pride.
Because the blue and white was never their colours, aren't they? Like black and orange or something.
Black and orange, they were for years, yeah. And I don't know if they're changing someone will probably pop up and tell us. I imagine they're changing their kit and everything to align with it. I'm not sure. Yeah, let me just see if I've got that because I keep all the old logos.
Right. Okay. Who's in front of the Bristol Aztecs then?
Bournemouth Bobcats.
Oh,
is it Bobcats?
Okay.
Have I made that
up?
It
is.
No, Bobcats. Yeah.
It is Bobcats.
So, but just quickly going back to the Aberdeen one, the thing that makes me laugh about it is they've not even bothered to change the colour of the R. They've just kept it the exact same colours as the Rutgers are. So they've literally ripped. They've not changed a thing.
Yeah.
Will, so the Aberdeen Roughnecks one, can I share my screen? I can, can't I?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me.
24 minutes in, we've got one logo done.
We need to start hurrying up a bit, don't we? But it doesn't matter.
Anything that's just a letter needs to get in the C. He's on the same page as you there.
Yeah, he's on the same. I agree with him. I mean, my next logo to go in the worst, I'll go when Steve decided to share his screen.
All right, hold on. Can you see that?
Oh, right.
That's cool. I like that.
So that's the Roughnecks old one, but they did have one with a bloke on it as well. So I don't. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that.
That to me just looks like I don't know, like part of a communist uprising or something.
Hammer and sickle. Yeah.
It looks like you're just advertising the workforce to come rise up and throw off the elitists. Or you can go the other way and just say that everyone's just a giant spanner.
What's that XXX website you're on then, Steve?
Yeah.
Your mum's OnlyFans.
Yeah, see there's that one, but there's definitely one that was like a little dude.
It doesn't matter. They've got a shit logo now. Let's move on. We've given them way more airtime than they need.
Yeah, I know we have. Yeah, right. I'll stop sharing.
Right, stop sharing. Let's go back over to mine. Right. So do you know what? Let's go through the letters. So for me, the other worst one that should go alongside the Roughnecks is the Caesars because it's just a C. The Nottingham Caesars. So that's the maroon.
Yeah, I reckon that shit house.
Hold on a sec. Hold on. Let me see where I had it. I need to confer with myself.
You need to confer.
Let me allow myself to explain myself.
I had it down there as well.
Yeah, and the one beside it as well.
The Oxford Saints.
Is that Oxford?
No,
Saints?
see, I had the Saints because it's the Saints and they've got the halo. I had that. That took them up to bad.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay. That's for some reason I thought it was Swindon. So
no, they're Div 2. That's the Storm.
I thought it was just a big S for Swindon. So you're gonna have to explain a lot of these to me because.
Yeah, but I think that's part of it, right? Like, so what I did was I either started them off like average, god tier, or worse, depending on what I thought. Like the basic my first view of it, and then move them up and down based on like my own analytics, and that one, like I said, I jumped up one because it is on brand. You know,
I'm okay with that. Right. So are we just going along?
Well, I think so because I really wanted because me and Will, we didn't get into this, but earlier when we were talking, he said he liked the Bournemouth Bobcats logo. And I think it's one of the worst. I think it is down in the worst category. But you said you like it, Will.
Well, remember they're also giving us some money now to put them up higher.
Oh yeah, that was a good little gift they put. Well, I've not seen any money, so I'm not going to be influenced by that.
I'd say it's average.
Great. Now I need to.
Is Chris on the Aberdeen Roughnecks?
Hey, you don't have to agree with us. This is just our opinions, man. You guys can tell us to do one.
If you're from the Roughnecks and you need to pay for a new logo, looks like you didn't fucking pay for the last one, so don't worry about it. Just move on. Like,
no, I'm pretty sure Chris is down there at Bournemouth. So, I just don't.
I reckon it's average. It's all right.
You think it's average? See, I don't. Yeah. But okay, what about you, Will? Where would you place it?
Between bad and average, you know, I know it's just the B, but at least they've got some claw like marks on it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of ingenuity with it. That's the thing.
It's
compared to some of the other logos, like where they just haven't even fucking tried. Like some of these, they've there's so many cat logos in sports as well, right? So they've changed. They've changed it up.
The problem that you've got with cat logos, isn't there? You've got this deep sea.
There's so many of them.
Let's. I'm happy with that one to go to bad. I'm convinced that can go up. Let's stop focusing on the bad stuff. Let's get a couple of elite tier in. So let's pluck out. Now, for me, I think the best logo out of all of these is Tamworth Phoenix.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
It just stands out. It's class. It really is. You know, the fire, the bird, like the color of it.
That's
the best logo on the board.
The other two that I would put up there is I'd put the Wolves up there. I think it's a great looking logo.
I had the Wolves up there. I think they got a brilliant logo.
Elite,
I had it as elite.
It was the first one that grabbed my eyes.
Yeah, and actually, if you look at I really like. You've seen their kit. I know we're not going into uniforms and stuff, but I think it all ties together nicely. Actually, their helmets, their decals, their kit, everything looks awesome.
We're gonna seem like we like parts of Scotland and hate other parts because we've put Aberdeen at the bottom and Edinburgh at the top.
Aberdeen's too far.
That's
the problem. That's what we
don't be allowed in the league.
I have to travel too far to shit on your logo in person.
Whoa. Wait, hold on. So someone said Shropshire. Now, I did have Shropshire at an elite level, but I dropped it down.
What?
Is that beside Solent?
Yes. So the reason I like this, so they're called the Shropshire Revolution. Now you can see in the negative space, it actually creates an S.
Yes.
In yellow. Well, what we call yellow, the background's yellow. So in the background, and they've used ripsaws for Revolution, and I thought that's pretty cool. But at the same time, I don't think that, if I look at, I don't know, a pirate, that looks like a pirate, or a falcon looks like a falcon. I actually knocked it down to good. I had it as good.
I would probably agree with Will. I'd say it's average.
Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. I didn't have strong feelings, but I just wanted to share my logic.
For me, it looks more like
a hurricane or a cyclone.
Do you know when the water's spinning around in the sea?
Oh, whirlpool.
It looks more like a whirlpool than a revolution.
But a revolution itself is a
revolution.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But one thing, guys, what we're going to do?
That stands out to me. Who's beside Wembley on the left?
The Rams.
That's the Sussex Thunder. I really like that. That was for me.
Yeah, I would put that in elite. I think that's a great logo.
And if you look at where they've got, so they've also got, I think they call it a wood stamp or a wood mark where they put the name with it, like Sussex Thunder. Right. I think it's all good. It's obviously it's Thor. He's got his hammer. It's I
think that's a great logo. That's an absolute. That's a standout logo.
Yeah.
Can I chuck one that I really like?
Go on.
Bar Tamworth. So. I saw the Tamworth one and instantly I was like, that logo's sick. And then this other one, and you probably don't agree with me, but I think it looks mean as fuck. The Yorkshire Rams.
I had that as elite tier, mate.
Is that the purple one?
Purple,
purple ram. Look at
I don't like the color scheme. It's the only thing.
To be fair, we've put the purple on the background of the ram.
Yeah, the backgrounds we've put in.
Right. Okay.
So it would just be a purple ram with a purple head.
Yeah.
Right. Is it usually a purple ram still?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. But you've put the background.
Yeah, and any of these backgrounds we've added because that's what our website. This is the date. This is the image that our website uses for people's logos. So they've all got backgrounds.
So would you expect a good tier for that? Because for me, if you probably can't see it very. Let me see if I can zoom.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move it across onto one of my other screens and see if I can get a proper look at it.
Look at the eyes on that ram. It's just like it looks like it's going to absolutely headbutt somebody.
Okay, no. The more I look at it, I do like that actually. I think that's a really good logo.
Yeah, I had that as elite. I had that at the top. I think it's
I'm okay with that. I think that's a really good. It's sharp.
Will, you've not added. Oh, you have added it. I was going to say that the Wolverines wasn't added, but you've got it. Hold on. So that's Stephen's come back and he said that Shropshire's is very clever. Yeah, I think it is clever.
Oh, yeah. He said it's very clever. He's saying it's sharp.
Oh, he said it's clever. Yeah, because it's sharp. It's got sharp edges. It's a ritual. I get it. East Kilbride would be up there. So, East Kilbride's the Pirates, guys. So that's like the sixth one along.
I can see.
Let's jump to that then. So, I'll let you guys say where you had it, and I'll say where I had it.
Do you know what? Again, I like it.
I think it's good.
I mean, it's not. I mean, you look at somebody like the Spartans. Which one? I know. Or the Cheetahs. They look as though they've been taken from other places.
The thing is, right? I don't think all Spartans are created equal. I think I like one better than the other.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later because I've actually got them. I've actually got one at the top and one at the bottom.
For me, EKP.
Yeah.
I personally would put it in good.
I don't think I put it. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got it in average, and the only reason I've got it in average is because there's just a bit too much detail in it. There's a lot of colours. There's a lot of shading.
Is this your notepad thing? If you can't draw it, you don't want it.
Yeah, or draw a variation of it. I just think it's a bit too much detail to it for me to consider it, for it to be higher up. I like the more simple lines in if you look at the other logos, they're just a lot more simple, a lot more bold.
Mate, I don't think that.
If you zoomed in on it, because I've got it larger on this screen here, there's a lot of detail to it.
The important question is though, does being able to draw a logo for an amateur sports team mean as much as it did for professional sports teams?
No, not at all.
Nowhere close.
So for me, the next thing I'd be looking at is, does it stand out to people who don't know the club? And you look at that and it's a fucking skeleton wearing a Pirates hat with a Pirates patch on, an eye patch. That's class. It's really cool.
I think it's good. But the thing is, I don't think it's as good as. I think it's better. I think it's better than Shropshire, but I don't think it's as good.
Oh, wrong one. That one.
That one. Yeah, that's what I was laughing.
You draw us.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Fuck off. I don't think it's
like trying to barter with us.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good as the Wolves or the Rams, but I think it's better than the Revolution. I like it better than the Revolution.
Okay, so I'm happy for it to go in good. I did have it as average, but I'm cool with that.
That'd be interesting what Stuart's just said. If he knows who it is, or anybody could find out, if they.
No, I've had it on my phone for ages. Let me just go to my.
Don't sound.
Oh no, it's gone. I found a team. Yeah, I found a team in Europe that used the same logo, but I think they nicked EKP's logo.
EKP had it first.
I also found a soccer team in the USA that had taken the London Warriors logo as well.
Oh wow. Right. Should we talk about the Warriors then?
Yes, I had it as good.
Can I just call the Warriors out if anybody from the Warriors is watching? Why wouldn't you let me tag you on Facebook, you scumbags?
There's probably a ridiculous thing to say, Will. What are you going on about?
Well, everyone else, every other out of the 36
teams.
Yeah,
but it's up to them. You can't call them scumbags because you can't tag them in something, you goon.
No, I'm not gonna lie. If I had the opportunity, I'd probably block you and not have you tagging me and things as well. So
no, yeah, it's just like they've got their settings. There's a few clubs. There's a few clubs. Actually, more so in university that don't allow you to tag. And London Warriors are one of them.
I like the Warriors logo. I think it's good. I don't know.
Yeah, I've gone good.
I don't know if it's elite. I think it's probably the closest to elite of the remaining logos for me. But no, there's one that I can see that I think is elite.
So no,
it's good.
I've got two more in. Oh no, I've got three more in elite actually. Elite.
Wow, okay, yeah.
So tell me your one, Oz.
It's the one between the Nighthawks and the Dreadnoughts.
The Nighthawks. No,
whoever the
Vikings. Okay.
I love that logo.
The reason I think it can be improved, and this is why I bumped it down. I think it's too detailed, but also the proportions are weird on it. Like the top of the helmet horn goes too high, and the bottom of the front of the beard goes too low. So you end up with a much smaller looking logo. If they shorten both of those things, that their logo would take up more of a square space, and I think it would look much better. So they lost points for me, so I only had it as average.
Isn't that something off clip art, that logo, though?
I have never looked into clip art, so I don't know. So I refuse to be swayed. No, I really like it. I think it's a great logo.
I disagree.
Warriors is the best logo, hands down. It's symmetrical. It's easy to draw. It looks mean.
Yeah, he looks like a Viking.
It does look like a Viking.
He is a Viking.
No, he's saying I think he's saying I look like the Viking.
Oh right, gotcha. Yeah, so my problem with I think they've over-engineered the logo. It needs to be simplified a bit, and so I actually had it in good, and I dropped it down to average. But Oz is saying it's God tier, so let's elite.
I'm happy with it at good. I think it's I'll take a downgrade. I'll take a downgrade.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you about my other ones.
Yeah, I was going to say, you had some in elite you mentioned.
Yeah, I do. I've got three more, right? Now, I know one of them Will doesn't agree with, so we'll start there, which is the Sheffield Giants.
No.
Which one's that one?
The blue one, the guy stood like this.
Nah. Is that the one between Solon and Samwell?
He looks like he should be on the tin of the sweet corn.
Yeah, I know. It looks. Yeah, it's a bit Jolly Green Giant in it, but I think, in terms of teams named the Giants, that's like probably the best logo I've seen for a team that's called the Giants. Most of them just write the word Giants out.
I don't like it.
No, I'm with you, mate. For me, it doesn't look like a giant at all.
I don't know what it is. My first thing that I got when I looked at it was I had like images of like crash test dummies.
Yeah.
It looks like a blue.
Right, so I had it. I'm happy for it to come down. I had it. But where are you guys saying it should go?
Average.
I say bad.
Wow.
No. Okay. Well, let's go on average then. It's not bad. Yeah. That's a good. I really like it. Okay. Okay. So the other one that I had, there's two more. One is the Essex Spartans logo, the gold one.
Yeah.
Yes. Like I said, not all Spartans are created equal.
No, because the other Spartans one is a rip-off of Michigan State, and that goes in worst because of it.
Yeah, no, I like the Essex Spartans. I like the detail of it as well. So the Michigan State, is that Holton?
Holton Spartans.
Yeah, Holton.
Yeah. So it seems low res is the other issue I have with it. Like it just seems like there's not a lot of definition. It's quite dull. It's not very sharp. Whereas the Essex one is a lot cleaner. Like it just looks sharper. It's more eye catching.
Yeah. So why?
I didn't know any fucking green Spartan helmets in the medieval in like the 300 BC.
I don't know when they created the club, the Holton Spartans, why they came with the name the Spartans when there was already a Spartans in the.
I need to get a beer.
Well, it's the same with the Warriors. The Warriors were the Cobras. They changed to the Warriors that upset South Wales. There's a lot of examples now of same name teams. Knights. There's now there's the Farnham Knights, and then there's the Black Knights, and then there's another team, the Northants Knights, that have just joined. So
yeah, true. I suppose. Yeah.
Saints, Bury Saints, Oxford Saints. It's just.
I don't know where Steve Cox is from, but he's definitely happy with what we've.
He's done. Probably Essex. I don't know why you've dropped him in good, because both me and Oz said elite. What you don't agree, Will?
I think it's good. Sorry, I thought it was good. So it's 2 against one there. So I like it. It's it's different. It's and the thing
is sharp. The thing is, it's eye catching. It's the color scheme of like. I know, obviously, you guys have put the backgrounds in there, but I feel like a gold helmet is more eye catching than a green helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
Green helmet just tells me you need to go to the doctor and get some penicillin.
My next one that I had in God tier, elite tier, is the Silent Thrashers.
I reckon that's awful.
It looks like a soccer logo.
I hate it. I hate the
Thrashers. Really?
I reckon
talk to me about it.
It's I can't put it in worst because it's better than just an R or a C.
They're called the Thrashers. Do you know a thrasher is a bird, right? That's it's so nah. What's wrong with it? I'm really surprised that you guys don't like it.
I look at it and I'm just like, like it's not
a logo.
It's not very eye catching. Like you look at the way that like the Nighthawks or the Phoenix have displayed their bird.
There's some funny comments coming in.
They put a purple goat above a gladiator helmet and swords.
Well, so let's just go back to he's talking about the Warriors. The Warriors one
tell your mate
elite.
to go back to school. Tell your mate to go back to school
because of the shading. I don't like the shading. Like it's not a single solid color, so it's too complex.
Well, your mate also needs to learn the difference between a ram, which is a sheep, and a goat, which is a completely different animal.
Great color scheme, gold and black. Great colors to play in. Yeah,
I'm sure the kits are nice, but
got nothing to do with the color scheme. It's just the logo.
Grant's tuned in. He's not happy. C. I don't know what C means.
He's probably talking about the Caesars.
Oh, the C. Oh, I think he's maybe he's commenting on that. We'll get him to get his wife to rank one again.
Yeah.
You didn't say rank one, didn't you? I'm just checking I heard that right.
I just don't like it.
Shut up, Will. See, I think Vic is saying we need to ditch the shield. So this Adam's obviously from the Thrashers. I like it. I like it. So it's funny that there's this one's got the biggest spectrum the biggest difference, isn't it?
I think McClure's got a point. I think the shield detracts from it.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. Okay, I'm willing to accept that, but that doesn't knock it down to bad.
I just don't like it.
Not on a school night. So, okay. So, Will, you're going to be the defining factor here. Oz is still at bad. I'm at good now.
I'm at bad.
I'm happy. You're bad.
Yeah, I don't like it.
We'll split the difference. We'll split the difference.
It looks like a soccer logo to me.
No, but it's 2v1, isn't it? But I don't like it. Yeah, okay. I'm cool with it. It's really weird because I literally had that right at the other end, like right at the top. I thought it was one of the best ones when I was looking for him. That's all my elite ones done. So I'll let someone else lead now. I just wanted to go through my.
Have you got any elite ones left, Will? Because I've got no elite ones left.
Do you know?
Yeah, we're locking that in place.
I've got one for me that borders on elite and good.
Yeah, I think there's one that I really like, but I can't really.
And I know if they're watching, they won't believe I'm going to say this because they have a right agenda with Gridiron Hub. But I really like the Leicester Falcons logo.
That was one of the ones I was looking at.
They don't have an agenda with Gridiron Hub. What are you saying, Will?
I do. I really like.
Fuck's sake.
The Gridiron.
Will just causes controversy where there's no.
Yeah, we don't. There's no agenda with Gridiron Hub.
I didn't say there was.
Falcons.
I didn't say there is.
You just fucking did.
No, I didn't. I said they think there is, but there's not. But I really like the logo. I really, really like the logo.
I like the logo. I had that as good, but you want it as elite.
I think
it's up there. I mean, if you look at that logo next to the Phoenix, Talma Phoenix, for me, it's
for me, there's parts that set the Phoenix apart still. Like I look at that and I go, right, I don't know how they would get it up there, but I think the Phoenix one is better than the. I like the Falcons though. I think it's a good logo.
I mean, if you look at let's take, for example, Steve's hatred of the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, I actually think that's a better logo than the Philadelphia Eagles logo.
It's a different bird, so...
No, I know it's a different bird, but I just want better. For me, the whole logo looks better.
You're as bad as Sean's mate.
I think that's up there and good.
You can't tell the difference between a sheep and a ram. You can't tell the difference between a fucking eagle and a falcon.
Oz, I've got an echo on you, mate. I don't know if you've got a speaker on or something. Or will.
I've got an echo. Yeah, I've got an echo coming through from both of you guys.
Yeah, probably will. Yeah, good feedback from the Falcons all round. But yeah, there's no agenda. Will, you're ridiculous.
Who's beside the Stallions on the right-hand side?
The Stallions on the right-hand side.
Last logo?
Oh, that's the Wolverines. That's their fairly new logo. They're the ones that we accidentally omitted from this.
I like that.
I like the logo.
I like that. I think that's a good logo.
The problem is with it, you can't tell what it is unless you really zoom in on it.
It looks like a bear.
Like
I had no idea.
And I don't think it's got an eye. Its eye's closed for some reason.
It's got an eye. It's got an eye.
What does a Wolverine actually even look like apart from the X-Men character?
It looked like a honey badger weasel type thing. Well, weasel's probably
no eye. I don't know if you can see it as close up. There's literally no eye on that logo.
There is an eye. There's an eye there. There's an eyebrow and an eye.
Where?
Right.
I can't show you because.
Also known as a skunk bear.
Yeah. So I would have that logo. I would have that logo at average because it looks like a feather. That's what it is. It does look like a feather.
It does look like a feather.
I really like the design of it, but it's not obvious enough.
I don't know. I had no idea what it was.
Yeah, and I think they lose points because of that. But it's a clean logo. I like the color scheme as well. It's decent.
I'm okay with that going into average. I think
average. Yeah. They're gonna hate that because I know they love their logo.
I like it, but I had no idea who it was. Like nothing that I looked at told me anything about what that was.
Right, so should we start filling out some of the lower level ones now?
Right, Holden is shit.
Well, Holden loses points because they're a copy, so they're worst. Because it's a copy logo.
Who's the one that's who's the one between the Bobcat or no?
How do you know like every other one?
Yeah, who's the one between?
Fucking.
Can I put another one for worst?
Who's the red helmet? Who's that?
Romans, Chester Romans.
Yeah, that's shit as well.
That's like his old team.
Yeah, I like that. That's trash.
So I had that as bad.
That's the thing.
I had that as bad.
Looks like the person's become like it looks like the person is like a half Professor Xavier been melded with a fucking Roman helmet. Like
if anybody from the Romans is watching, I apologise for what these guys are saying. I disagree. I don't in average.
Oh, look, right, here we go. We got a couple. There's a couple more. We'll get the other comments up. I'll let you control it, but I'm just reading them. Bang the LB in the trash as well. Absolutely worst.
100%. That goes.
I'm so glad everyone's on board with that one because I actually thought I'd be. What are you doing, Will?
He's gonna write trash.
No. It's not that bad.
Not Cleveland. It's not Cleveland Browns.
It's not. Yeah. Interesting that so many people feel the same way because I actually thought I'd be coming up against resistance on this, but at the top of the show I said there's one team who's actually a name that I don't like, and it's the London Blitz, and the reason for it is what the London I know Blitz is a movement in American football, but the London Blitz is a historical moment when the UK was bombed and like 40,000 people died. I said to Will earlier, it's tongue in cheek, but I said it's like calling yourself the New York 9/11s. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it was a horrific historical day.
I definitely want.
Why the hell are you naming your team after it? I know, like Blitz is a name in sport, but London Blitz is, it's got this historical connotation to it. I just don't
going off the fact it's the linebacker blitz, isn't it? I suppose that's their argument.
I just
the air raid siren when they get a TD.
Oh yeah.
You're kidding.
Well, years ago.
Can we get a team in Poland called like the Krakow Holocaust or something? Then just
Well, no, seriously, in 2021
in Israel.
In 2021, can they?
The other one I said was the Oklahoma City Bombers. That was quite a good one.
But like, it's a Steve McVay joke.
We've got a load of comments. So no way Spartans is better than the Warriors, but he spelled Warriors.
It's definitely better than the Warriors, though.
Yeah,
so
they're not worried about anything. Yeah, no one's worried.
You can get in the bin. On to the next comment.
Next.
Was the Wolverines didn't have an eye.
They do have an eye. Perpetuating this eye thing. They've got an eye. I can see the eye.
So Reese is from the Romans. Just so I know that already.
I know the name. Reese. I know that name.
Average at best. Bad as
I think he's done some of the.
How can he say it's average at best?
Best and then bad.
But then bad is an insult.
Yeah, that does not make any sense.
They're one away from each other.
Exactly. No, I
Reese, go away. Turn the stream off. Go to bed. Reese, go to bed.
We need the views. Don't turn the stream off. We need the views.
Reese can get in the bed as well.
I'm not having it. I don't care. He's made a fool of himself.
Oh, this will trigger so many of them. Here we go.
The Blitz guys. Oh, yeah.
He's literally left us hanging on that one, Grant has.
No, it's the Blitz. It'll be talking about no way that the Romans is better than the Caesars. The Caesars are just a giant C. So
yeah, and the Romans looks like a Roman, so it's like it scores points.
How many Romans did you ever see that looked like that?
I was not around, but from what I understand, like that looks more like.
When you went to Rome last time, how many of them looked like that?
Well, how many Caesars look like a fucking C? That looks
Caesar?
like a person.
What's a Caesar?
So that they get points. Now, what annoys me now?
Yeah.
Did you literally just say what's the Caesar? As in like Julius Caesar. As in like Gaius
Julius. The salads.
So is Caesar somebody who lived around the time of Julius Caesar?
No. It's a title.
No, the Caesar is like a king.
Yeah.
Right. So
who's John Caesar?
Sounds like an Eddie Izzard.
Kevin Caesar. No. So what I don't like looking at this now, and hopefully you guys will buy into this. If you stand the Caesars logo next to the Thrashers logo, and the Thrashers logo's got to go up.
I actually thought Caesar.
It's not at the same level.
Because it's better than the Caesars logo. We're talking about the Romans. I
no. Sorry, I meant the Romans. Pardon me.
Yeah,
the Romans.
Grant, I agree with you. I think that's the thing. I think the Romans logo should be in the worst. I reckon it's trash. I reckon it's fucking awful.
Oz.
I don't know who made it. Like it's
he's probably watching. People like he's preparing the noose as we speak.
Oh, fuck him! I reckon it's atrocious. I reckon
you think that's down in bad?
Oh no, I think it's worse than bad. That is because the thing is like the Roughnecks and the Caesars and the Blitz are just.
Byron's a QB for the Romans.
Well, your team could be great, but your logo's fucking shocking. So the thing is like I
don't think that's the latest logo. Oh no, sorry.
The Rutgers, Caesars, and Blitz, right? They're shithouse because it's just letters. It's just boring, it's trash, it's whatever. But I agree with Grant in the fact that it literally looks like that they've pulled the Romans logo straight out of like 1996 clip art. Like it literally like you've walked into, I don't know, a 10-year-old's art class and you've gone, right, we need a logo for our team and they wear these type of helmets. Can you draw me one using Microsoft Paint? And
all right, Grant. Fucking hell, Grant. Jesus, he's got one on him today, Grant has.
Yeah, no, I do not like it. Like out of the logos that actually have images and aren't just letters, I think it's the worst.
Well, that's why it's in bad though, isn't it? Because it's not quite an RSC, at least it's not like knocked off from Michigan State.
That's the thing. Like Steve hates the Holden Spartans logo because it's a knockoff of the Michigan State one. Even though that's a knockoff, I still reckon it looks better than the fucking Romans logo.
I disagree because it actually, to give them some credit, and it actually looks pretty sick on the side of a helmet.
It looks like a Native American with a mohawk wearing earrings.
It works on the side of a helmet. Like some of them wouldn't, but the actual Roman sticker works on the side of a helmet really, really well.
It looks like you've pulled the visor down over his eyes and the dude can't see.
Do you know what? I've not seen that until tonight.
It's another X-Men.
It's just shit. It's just shit. It's like Cyclops got teleported back into 300 BC and is now expected to fight in a phalanx. No, I'm not having it. I fucking hate it.
I'm not moving it, so
no, that's fine. I'm just.
Well, okay, right, we'll come back to that. Let's keep going, right?
Because people are like the Romans shouldn't be above the Caesars. You're right. It shouldn't. They should be on the same level. They're both fucking trash.
Right, let's go into one I kind of like, but it's very basic. But I like it because it's different. The South Wales Warriors.
I don't like it. Where did I put it? I had it quite low, I think. Oh no, I had it as bad. Now I understand that there's probably got some like Celtic, Welsh relevance, but I was like, "What's that got to do with a warrior?" I don't get it. Is it supposed to be a shield? Is it? Like I don't know what the logo means.
It's a bit different, though. Yeah,
it's the Celtic Cross. I don't know the significance behind the Celtic Cross's origins, but I can see why Wales have used it because they're obviously, it's not like one of those multi-tool radiator bleeders. It does look a little bit like a tire iron. It looks a little bit like a tire iron.
Now we said that, I can't.
Can we call them the South Wales tire irons?
No, it's radiator bleeders better. It's like spot on.
I've never seen a radiator bleeder.
The South Wales fidget spinners.
Fidget spinners.
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to unsee that.
They're bad. Right. So let's move on. That's quality. The fidget spinners.
You know what? They should embrace it and just become the South Wales fidget spinners.
Yeah, mate. I love it. They'd start to win back the hearts and minds of people who don't like them as much anymore.
I wonder why people don't like them anymore.
It's simply because there was this the player that
I know exactly
assaulted other players on the field.
And he
had a personal issue where he choked out a woman on camera in a workplace. And then the more recent one was the London. I think it was London Blitz B they were playing, and he cheap shot
it was the QB.
The QB like 4 times, and even I mean, some people saying, oh well, 2 of them, were questionable. I think all 4 were disgusting. But the problem isn't what happened, because you get dickheads, you can't control dickheads. But what you can do is chuck them out your team. And I think that's what everyone was expecting the reaction to be, and they didn't. And he actually played in the final.
Yeah, there was no. That's the thing. There was no repercussions from their side where they kind of. Yeah. In fact, I saw defense for him on pages from teammates.
Yeah, people were jumping to his defense.
Which, I mean, at the same time, if he's your teammate, crack on. But if he's a piece of shit human being, reevaluate who you're defending.
Yeah. The res one next to the cheaters, the Cats logo looks like someone ordered the cheaters logo from Wish.
The red one, yeah, no, he's right. Yeah,
he's talking about the Glasgow Tigers.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think it's awful. I've got that as bad.
I don't like that.
No, mate, that's the worst. If that's it, which one are we on about now?
The Tigers, the Glasgow Tigers.
The light red cat.
It's orange, but yeah.
Was it orange? Red. It's not orange. It's the same color. It's got the same fucking background as the Nighthawks.
It's similar. You're right. It's a fiery orange.
Okay.
Fiery orange.
We call it ginger. That's a fiery orange.
Should we call
it ginger cat?
Should we agree to disagree and just call it red?
I call it shithouse.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter what we call it. Where are we ranking it?
I like the fact the 2 cats are facing each other and they look like they're going to have a fight.
Yeah, but Steve hates
we'll get to that. We'll get to both the backward facing logos next, shall we?
Yeah, no, I don't like the Glasgow Tigers one though. I think it's bad.
So I've got the Tigers as bad.
I'd have had it as worst. I think it's down there. I think it looks lazy.
No, I still think it's better than the Romans logo.
Well, let's get them down in. Let's get everything in, and then we'll discuss. Fiery orange. It's going to catch on, and then we'll do Will's. You can move one. We'll do that thing. That was fun.
Yeah.
Right. So there were 2 logos, and you guys know what they are.
I'm going last.
There were 2. Yeah, that's what I did.
The Romans.
I'm
touching the Romans logo.
I'll go first this time. So anyway, there were 2 logos that I actually had in the elite tier, and then I sort of thought, they're facing the wrong way. And I actually went on to Facebook and I looked at their Facebook pages to see if I could find the logos facing the correct way. And I couldn't find them, so I had to drop them down to good average. So I just
love the fact that Sam's tagging all his mates in this. They're going to come and beat us up now.
Who's Sam?
Fuck him.
I don't know, but Sam's tagging his mates in so we can come in.
As long as we stay above Holden, it's all good. That's all right. So have you dropped both Hertfordshire and
I really like the logos, but they're facing the wrong way, and I dropped them down 2 places because of it.
I
have them as average because I just can't stand. I can't stand logos facing the wrong way. I just I really like the cheetah one because obviously it can go along a helmet. That would look fucking awesome on a helmet. I really like the Bristol one. You know, the
cheetah one and the tiger one don't look that different to me.
No, I agree.
Really?
Yeah, well, why would you have the cheetah one, which is facing the wrong way, above the tiger one, which is facing the right way?
Because I think if the cheetah one's facing the right way, then it's an elite level logo.
No,
not a chance. No.
Okay.
No.
So you guys are actually having it in bad.
Yeah, I don't like the cheetah one.
It's because you're a Portsmouth Dreadnought. They beat us in the final.
And that's why Solent's so bad as well.
We couldn't score. We couldn't score.
Mate, I haven't played. You got to remember, I haven't played for any team for fucking 3 years or something. Now I got no allegiances. Fucking.
Hey, it still hurts, Oz. It still hurts. They're painful memories. Cheetah one is perfect for a lid. Thank you. Nice shot. Yeah, this is my.
Yeah, but
we need to get Vic on here. We need Vic on here instead of one of you two.
It just looks like a flipped version of Glasgow, though.
No, it doesn't. Glasgow doesn't even look like a tiger. The cheetahs looks like a cheetah.
They both look like fish.
No, because if it was a cheetah, it's so quick you wouldn't see it, so there'd be nothing there.
That's a ridiculous argument. Be quiet. Be quiet.
They sprint for like 30 seconds and then they lie down for the rest of the day. So
sounds like nuance.
Interesting. So Stephen
McMurray for 30 seconds.
It says he prefers Bristol's old logo, the Apache, the one that was for the Apache as well as the Aztecs and the Amazons as well, the women's too. Yeah, well, I think the thing is with that. I really like their old one, but I think to go from that, from that old logo, which was decent, to this, which is, I think, actually a bit better, I think they've done really well. I really like their logo. It's facing the wrong way.
What
miles better would have been elite.
In regards to the Aztecs, then, so when you say the Aztecs, then I think like Mexico and stuff like that. But the logo's an Indian, so is there something there like a Native American? Is there something there I'm missing? Was there a Native American?
That's an Aztec.
Called the Aztecs.
That's an Aztec. Yeah, that is an Aztec. So they're not Native American; they're Native Central American.
So Chris thinks it's an Apache.
Well, I don't. Maybe he's talking about a different one for the Apache. The Apache may use the same logo, but it's.
Oh, did you not? I thought he was talking about the Aztecs. So for me, if I'm looking at the Bristol logo, I think they were called the Indians or something like that. The natives or the Braves.
The natives.
I wouldn't think
they are. It's the Aztecs. That's just
if you Google Aztec, it comes up nothing. I've just done it now. It comes up with nothing about the Native American tribe, the Aztecs.
No. So
what does it come up with?
Aztecs weren't a Native American tribe. They were
they're Central American.
They were Central American people, like the
Inca. That looks like an Indian. Maybe I'm showing my cultural, lack of cultural awareness
deficiency.
Yeah.
I mean,
I will agree with you. It does have Native American tendencies, but at the same time, so if it was going to be like a Central American headdress that they've got, it would be more encompassing of the entire head. So for like the Mayans, the Incas, and the Aztecs, their headdresses covered the entire head, whereas the Native Americans still had them that covered the entire head, but they were more feathers, a little bit different.
I've just Googled it now. I've just Googled Aztecs and gone on images, and yeah, I can see what you're saying. But like you say, the headdresses were a lot more, out there than you know. So for me, that looks like it's something to do with the Native Americans, the Indians.
But you can still. The thing is, you could still like that still applies to
I
the
love
Apache.
the fact, sorry, Steve's also looking at the same screen, a different screen, but on his screen, what I'm looking at, because I can see.
I'm just trying to see if there's I think it's fine. I really do. I think it's really good.
I think it's a good logo. I would. The thing is, like the reverse.
Yeah.
Just me.
We should do the what's it like? What do they call it? Home learning. We should do like a history. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it?
There's a reason I stopped being a fucking teacher. All right, I don't want to teach anybody.
Maybe it was the swearing, Oz. I think it was the swearing every time you taught something.
Used to teach back home, so.
So someone has said, where was
because it applies to the Apache as well, or aren't they called Pride now?
No, so they synchronize their logos, like they're the same format, but Pride is a lion one of that. And then from what I understand, the Aztecs, the Apache, I don't know about the Amazonian or Amazons, the women's team, but certainly the Aztec and the Apache are going to be using this logo.
Yeah, there's 100%.
But they're not changing the name, just synchronizing their branding, if you like.
I think it's good. And the thing is, the reverse facing of it doesn't bother me at all. But if we're going to put it anywhere, then average.
Cool.
Let's move on. We spend a lot of time on that.
It is different. I mean, it's it is. Right, and moving on to another one of my personal favourites, and I don't know if it's one of my personal favourites in a bad way because I think it's hilarious. The Bury Saints.
I had that
crown.
It's so blurry. I have no idea what it is.
Do you know what? It's probably got a load of significance to the area. And I'm sure someone's going to come up and say Bury St Edmunds is blah, 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 and that's cool. But
where even is Bury St Edmunds?
Near Ipswich, like north.
Oh, right. Okay, like Norfolk, Suffolk way.
Yeah.
Somebody said earlier on, and it's long gone now, that was the crest of the town.
There we go. Look, so someone has said, I fucking knew it. Look, have a look at get Chris Wallace's comment up.
Give me a sec. I'm on multiple screens here.
Right. So you need to pay attention as the host. So the Bury Saints logo is based off of the legend of St Edmunds, who Bury St Edmunds, Suffolk is named after. There you go. So like,
cool. He needed.
So why aren't they called the Bury St Edmunds? Oh, I suppose they are called the Bury St Edmunds Saints, are they? But I just, it's not.
What is it though? Like
anything.
you say that the logo is based on the.
It's like a Jack Willis.
Yeah, you say it's based on the legend. Like, what does it tell? Is it all I see is like two? Like I see two arrows and that's it. Like no, out of here.
It is.
But then, like, so like we had sort of had this discussion before where we said about like Newcastle is known for seahorses for some reason.
That was what I was thinking when he was talking about shouldn't it be after the USAF? I was like, wouldn't it have been better to put like an F20 or something on here?
Yeah.
Like,
so I don't like. So they've put a logo based on the area, but not on the team name, and they've decided to call it the same. I've got it as bad. I think.
Do you remember on that note, it wasn't the seahorses, wasn't it the horsefish?
You called them horsefish, which is. It's hilarious, mate, that you come up with horsefish.
Shouldn't it be after the USAF?
Yeah, United States Air Force. That's what I mean.
I think we did a meme about that, and we did a new logo, which was the United States Air Force logo for them.
Yeah,
we remember because we rinsed them because they kept biting so hard, didn't they? Do you remember Oz? Every time we put a meme up, it was getting shared in America and like North Carolina and Virginia, where their homes were, and all their family were jumping on it and going nuts.
They were not fans. They were not fans at all.
No, it was fucking awesome. Anyway, right. So good joke, Chris. Let's move forward. Oz, I'm sorry. No, Will. I want you to pick a bad one that you don't like out of what's left. Thank you, Grant. I've had that one down there as well.
Yeah,
I don't like that's bad for me.
Put that in there.
Yeah, I put it down there with the blitz. It's not even a fucking logo.
So come on, we'll let you go with the next one.
I just did the Exiles for me.
Okay. Oz, you do one now. I've got a really controversial one coming up, and I know it's going to blow up in the chat when I do it.
Okay, I'm going for the Nighthawks.
What?
Go on. Where are you putting them?
I'm putting it in good.
Oh,
I like it.
No.
I'd agree with Oz. I like it. I think it's smart.
No, it's one colour. Like so we bear in mind we've added the red. It's just black, and I think it's too basic. I actually had that as bad.
It fits on a helmet so well, Steve. Like as a decal, I feel like you put it down the side.
Decal, you mean? Yeah. It would. But I don't.
What is a Nighthawk?
A hawk. Of the night.
I was going to say, is there an actual? Is a Nighthawk an actual animal?
Yeah, it's an actual animal.
I'm pretty sure in Step Brothers he says you can call me Nighthawk, and the other one says you can call me Dragon.
Yeah, do you know what?
Just on that alone.
But to be fair, I don't. Yeah, I'd accept average for the Nighthawks one because
I don't like the solid. It's just one color. It's really difficult to work with from a graphics perspective.
My god, it's a very unimpressive animal, isn't it? The Nighthawk.
Oh, but let's focus on the logo. I don't know why Will keeps getting all cryptic, doesn't he? He's like deep.
Yeah, okay. I like it, but I mean, if I'm willing to accept
it's bad.
So Jake's also played for the Romans.
I think it is, Jack. I think Jake.
I think it's better than the Romans. It's got sharper edges. Looks better.
Do you know what?
Let's drop the Romans down to worse, just to shut Oz up for a bit.
Romans
coming back to it.
Romans look like someone dropped a fucking hammer on a thumb, and it's just gone real weird. It's just big and
you can decide whether that goes in average or bad.
Yeah, you get to choose where the Nighthawks goes.
Average.
Look at Will. He bumped the Romans back up sneakily.
I don't care.
I saw it, mate. I saw it too.
It's my show. I do.
Yeah, you can. You're right. Although you keep looking at other things for some reason. What's Vic said?
When you log off later, I'm putting them back up to release.
Yeah, I don't care. Well, actually, on that point, guys, everyone watching, the 40 odd people, we're actually going to release the link that you can come on and do these yourself, and you can. So we'll post it up tomorrow, and you guys can argue the toss in the comments, but also post your own.
All that's going to happen, right? Someone's going to hack the software, right? And they're going to put everything in elite, and then put my face in worst because I've shit on it, because I've shit on their team.
Right. I'm going to go now. I'm going to pick one, and I'm going to go for a controversial one. I think it's going to be controversial. I know that certainly someone in the chat ain't going to like it. I think the London Olympians is down in the worst.
No, I agree. I don't understand it.
I had it.
That's on fire.
I had it as I had it as bad. So,
okay, I genuinely thought people would have a higher opinion of it. Okay, cool. Just give it a few seconds. We're on delay. Vic will, needs to vent his fury.
Yeah, it looks like you just had a
chat. He's not going to like it.
I mean, what even is an O?
It just looks like you've had a curry dinner and you've got a burning ring hole. Like that's.
I knew this wasn't going to go down well, Vic. It's not personal. Olympic flame, yeah.
Oh, just ellipses, lots and lots.
It reminds me of it's like a hot rod graphic.
Yeah,
it goes down the side of an old car.
Yeah, no, I agree. It looks like a tire on fire. That's what it looks like when I.
Yeah. It looks like. Yeah. It looks like.
We should draw the rest of the car. We should draw the
car crash, and then that wheel has rolled away on fire.
Have you seen? Sorry,
it's a burning hay bale. It's a burning hay bale.
Have you ever seen the photo where it's like a blank white photo, and then there's just a little bit of a wheel on it, and you've got to draw the rest of the car? That's what we should do with our logo. Put it on one of them and get people to draw the rest of it.
I'm really surprised by Vic here. Vic, I thought me and you were going to not be friends anymore. I thought you were going to kill me, but fair play, mate.
That's the thing. We're trying to remove team history and everything like that.
Yeah, we're trying to remove I don't want results.
Exactly, because it's not fixed. Otherwise, you'd only have four logos and good to elite, and then the rest down words.
The Hot Rods, the London Hot Rods. They should change the name and keep the logo.
A shit house. That would be if we were ranking team names. That would be in worst. That would get its own Cleveland Brown tier.
We might have to do that.
Should we go to the comments for the next couple? Because Sam Bloomfield's come up and said he loves Portsmouth's logo, but he doesn't know why. I had the Dreadnoughts logo. So this probably isn't fair to the Dreadnoughts, this logo, because they do have a ship only version. I've only got the one that's got the writing. So I think, you judge it on its best format, which is it just a ship by itself. I put that as average.
I had my own personalized version of this logo, which I got made into stickers, and it was the Dreadnoughts logo with a fucking white kangaroo on the side. that someone made for me, and I got made into little helmet decal stickers. So, I think it's all right. I don't think it's awful.
I love the fact that it's kicking off about the Titans logo. So
so this is what I want to get to next.
But quickly on the Portsmouth one, I like the fact they've actually taken the time in Dreadnoughts to change the O to an American football. Like, at least they've done that. I think it's average.
I've got average. I've got average.
I'd say it's between good and average, so I'm happy with average.
Okay, cool.
Right, going on to the Titans one.
Is the T a rip-off of the Tennessee Titans?
I feel like that's what the Tennessee Titans T looks like in their logo, in their name.
Yeah, but I thought no, because they've got a big shield. Like, let's get it up. Can you get it up, Will?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to? Do you want me to get it up?
Yeah, you do it because it's easier. Because then I don't have to.
Because I remember last week we spoke about this. Where they had a half.
Yeah, it is a rip-off, Steve. Kind of.
All they've done is they've added a hilt. They've added a hilt to the fucking sword.
Is that a rip-off? Right, let's get this up.
Yes.
Oh, yes, this one here. Fuck me, that's a rip-off. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. They're the bottom. They're the bottom.
Can I just give them
really
some
disappointed.
credit though? So when I first, just to give them some credit, when I first saw the logo before, I was like, "Shit, it's awful." But then I was
it's not a rip-off.
Let me finish. Then I was on the Facebook, and then I realised it was the T for Titans, and I was like, "Actually, that's really good."
I get they copied the Tennessee Titans logo.
They've texted the Titans owner and said, "Hey, can we copy your homework?" And he's texted back and gone, "Yeah, but just make sure you change it up a little bit."
So I really like that logo. I actually had it prior to realising it was a rip-off. I actually had it as a good, second.
Maybe tomorrow we should put a poll out whether we think it's a rip-off, because I think there's a bit of a split.
Rip-off. It's a rip. All they've done is they've added a hilt to the sword.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Sam has confirmed.
I'm from the Titans. It's a rip-off.
Yeah, he's a QB, man. Like Sam.
Yeah, it's a rip-off.
That's from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
So I think.
I thought it. What he doesn't play for the
Is it a Pinterest link? Yeah, it is a Pinterest link.
Look at his profile picture.
Yeah. All right. On to the next one. On to the next one.
Okay, so where are we going next? So we plucked those two out of the comments.
Can I tell you what?
To you, Will. Back to you.
I don't like, and it just
grab it.
And I can't even say it properly. Is it the Inverclyde Goliaths?
The comment from Grant. Sorry, he got the team name wrong again because they're now called the Rushmore Knights. But yeah, it looks like it's Gurning, so we'll come back to that.
I'm never gonna unsee
Yeah. I know. Anyway, sorry, Will. I didn't mean it. It just made me laugh. Inverclyde Goliaths. I always think when I look at that, I always think Instagram for some reason. The IG, Are you still laughing at the Gurning thing? Oh, I'll wait.
Do you know what? I thought the same thing, and that's why I'm laughing, because I didn't want to say it. Someone else has.
What, the bottom? I was going to say it about
I'm never going to unsee that.
He looks like he's got a problem with his mouth.
Yeah, what else did someone put? Someone put it looks like it's sulking with his bottom lip out.
Oh, mate. So who does Grant play for then? Who does Grant play for?
Yeah, I don't know who Grant's team is.
No, I think he's the Caesars, because we put them at the bottom.
Yeah, I think it is. Sure.
Horse.
Yeah, because he's the horse's mouth.
So he's
got there in the end, didn't we? Sorry.
Worst rebrand ever. Mate.
So Andrew's not happy about Titans being. Titans is a rip-off, so rip-offs get you down the bottom. Titans looks awesome. Looks a very good logo. I had it as good. But rules is rules, and we're not having rip-offs.
Fuck it, I'm never going to. Yeah, the
right,
Rushmore
come on.
damage for me.
So it's the Inverclyde Goliath.
So I had that as bad because
I don't like it.
And it's like loads of detail. Like I said, I always think of Instagram when I look at the logo.
Why is he so shredded?
It looks like it looks like a strongman logo. I think I was going to. It looks like a logo of the gym. Yeah, it looks like a gym logo.
I get that what they're trying to get at in terms of Goliath, but why is he so ripped?
Well, the other thing as well with Goliaths, you better off calling yourself the Davids, aren't you? Because Goliath got beat up.
Yeah, he got shat.
But anyway, let's go back. We're not going team names here, but let's go. Bad. I had it bad. I'm actually cool with it going worst. I'm actually cool with it going worse now that we've sort of discussed it and looking at what's down there.
It does look like a gym logo, doesn't it? Like, let's be fair.
The gym logo made done it for me. That was quality.
All I can think now is like Global Gym. It's just expecting Ben Stiller to come along and tell you to go to Inverclyde.
Caesar's OC. Okay, cool. So sorry, Grant. We don't mean to hurt feelings with this. But appreciate your input.
I was going to say, we've hit him with 2 out of 3 in the bottom. We've given him Caesars and O's, right in the fucking worst category.
Insta gym.
Oh God.
So I know why he hates the Knights so much. Let's go to the Knights, shall we? Because for Grant, I had, and you guys are gonna. I think everyone's gonna tell me off here, but I had that as average.
I have it as bad. I can't look past the fact he's gurning.
Yeah. Do you know what? Like, for me, what really done it for me was like the red bit there. That's the eye, right? That's where he's looking out of, and then the mouth thing just comes right up over it. Like,
Have you seen that dude? Right, and I don't know. He's from like Russia or some shit, but he can fucking pull his bottom lip like up over his nose, and he's like he's been on like Oprah and shit like that, and he's got like the most. He's got the most flexible. Like, he's got the most like elastic bottom lip, and he can like pull it up over, and he like gurns by like eating this half of his own face, and that's
we'll have to get him on. We'll have to get him on for an interview.
Yeah, it looks like he's just eating half of his own face.
So we're actually saying that one's bad, are we?
You probably not noticed it because the screen's so small. But you know the Inverclyde logo.
Yeah,
his left hand has actually punched the G and there's cracked down the G.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
That's pretty cool.
He's got roid rage from being at Insta Gym.
Insta Gym.
He's been shooting up on supplements.
It's fucking so good. So are we saying the Knights is bad?
I think it's bad. I don't like it.
Okay. Oh, what about you, Will? Where are you putting the Knights?
Bad. Do you know what? If it wasn't for the angle of the kind of the bottom jaw or the mouth plate, I think it'd be a good logo. But
yeah,
I can't look past it. He's literally just like it looks like
Shredder.
Like he's in the Gurning World Championship.
Like Shredder, but it's like it's modern because they only rebranded. I think they rebranded 2 years ago. Like this new logo, and it's.
And the thing is,
it's a modern looking logo. It's just it needs a bit of an edit.
The back of the helmet looks like it's got like veins fucking popping out of it. Like it looks like he's so jacked up and so fuming that he's got like the veins popping out the back of his head, but it's a metal helmet. Like, fuck off.
Is that not shine? Is that not like
get in the bin.
Reflecting off? Anyway, it's going to bad.
Yeah, get in the bin. See you later. On to the next one.
It needs a re-edit. The old one was classic. Yeah, I've got a lot of friends that have got that tattooed onto their calves. One person got it backwards because it's facing behind him.
Have you got any tattoos of it, Steve? Or?
No, I only got a Batman tattoo.
Would you ever get a team tattooed on you?
I don't think so.
What about you?
Maybe if the Ravens went back to back, if they got the 3-peat, I might get that tattooed on me. But
I certainly wouldn't get one I support. I wouldn't get a team I support. I think if I don't know, like a lot of the.
It would have had to have also been like if I was like a lifer at a club, right? If I was someone who joined at like youth level or something, and then was a one person club, a one club person, and it played right through to the end of my senior days, then probably because some of the friendships and bonds and stuff that you It's a no from Oz. Some of the friendships and the bonds and stuff that you build.
to be fair, I know somebody at the Romans, and I won't mention their name, and they've got their number and their logo tattooed. But
what's his name?
Whenever I think of the Romans, I think of this guy. Like, he's just been there forever. So
the Romans tattooed. Sorry, he's got this tattooed onto him.
Yeah, he's got that tattooed.
We need to find out who did that, because we need to go and put them out of business. Beat that person up. That's fucking out.
The worst.
We've discussed the
Mud Dog logo on them. Mate, the person who tattooed the Romans logo on him was their daughter with a fucking Sharpie, because that's what it looks like. Like,
there's accident.
Yeah.
Right. So, Oz, where are we going next, mate? Are the 5?
We'll go back to we talked about the Bobcats right at the start, and we haven't fucking touched them. I think they're.
I think we sort of got to the point of them being bad, right? Like I said,
we can
worse, but then you said, oh yeah, it's actually, there's something. I don't like the lettering. I don't just like a B. I think it's awful.
Yeah, it's all right. It's just bland and nondescript to me. I'm like,
but then I think if we put the Saints as bad, then
then
all right, it deserves to be bad as well, because it's like a.
Plus, they give us a bung, so we'll move up to good.
Right, so I'm gonna move to the Steelers. So the yellow one, the Samwell Steelers. I've got that as good. I really like the logo, and so especially when last week we were talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers and how shit that. Like I said, what is a Steeler? It doesn't even look like anything. Like that looks like a steel worker. I like the it's like it looks like it's coming out at you. Like and then also I know we're not tying it into their game day stuff, but they also have got that hammer with the yellow handle that they use for someone that's done a big hit, which I think is awesome. But we take bungs. Yeah, we'll take bungs.
You want to send us PayPal?
Yeah.
So I really like the Steelers logo, and I have that as good.
Yeah, I'd say it's good.
Yeah, I'll go with good. It's different.
I think it's good.
That's the other thing. It's so unique into pretty much every. Like, the only thing that's close to it is old Instagym, and that looks fucking atrocious. So, like, Instagym. Thank you, Sean, for that. By the way, like that was brilliant, mate. That was an amazing comment.
All right, cool. So, okay, we got Will. You now, mate. Where are we going?
Do you know what? There's another couple there I like. There's one I think good, and you'll probably both disagree. I really like the Wembley Stallions one. No. I really do. It's like
I've got that as worst.
Why?
Because they've got writing all over it. You can't find that logo just with the horse's head. And I get the reference to Godfather there, but like you can't find like that. Their logo always says Wembley Stallions on it, and I don't like it. I don't think a logo should just be that, just a visual.
You can almost say it straight from the horse's mouth.
Is Billy the horse? Hold on, what's that? And there's a story behind it.
Put it back up.
Wait, does it say? Okay, no. It's got this whole respect. It's got this whole respect all fear none bullshit underneath it as well. No,
Wembley is God tier. Wembley is God tier. Grant thinks that Wembley Stallions logo is God tier.
I wouldn't say it's God tier. I think it's good. Like, I really do like it. I think.
Get in the bin.
No, it's like, I mean,
it's too much writing on it.
All right, so
you just lost me. You lost me at the respect all fear none that you've slapped on the bottom of it. Like, why don't you just get fucking?
Oh, mate, it's a cliche. It's awful. Yeah. Like, it's awful. Yeah, respect all, fear none.
Yeah, just get live, laugh, love. Just put on your fucking kitchen wall as well.
Eyes freak me out. Looks like it's pulled an all-nighter.
Yeah, been out on the piss with the Farnham Knights logo.
Billy, Billy the horse.
Well, he's probably fucking dog meat by now, isn't he?
No, he's blue. Yeah, PVA.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably being sold in Iceland now. Turned into their beef burger.
1 second.
Oh, Billy, he's the longest living horse on record. He lived to 62. Zoom, please.
Good on him. Nah, fuck him. He's dead now.
He never did anything. It's just an old horse. That's literally his claim to fame.
Did he win any races?
Yeah, but that's what I thought. Oh, mate, he saved some children from a burning orphanage, and like something like that. No, he just was old. It's just a fucking old horse. They got his birth certificate wrong. That's all it is.
Well, there's a link here about the day that Billy the Horse became a hero.
Where?
In the saviour of the 1923 FA Cup final.
What, did he score the goal?
Yeah.
Well, they decided to not put that in his Wikipedia if there's anything to do with the FA Cup. Hold on.
If he scored a goal, then that's not on Billy. That's on the fucking other team because they let a horse dribble a ball down a field and score. Like if you're losing a soccer match to a horse, that says more about you.
I've got to Google horse. Billy the Horse FA Cup, right?
Yeah, and it's something to do with 1924.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, let's look at what do we think about the Hornets then?
So basically, I think he's a bit of a hero because there was 250,000 people at Wembley for the game, and he was one of the people, or horses, should I say, leading the charge to push him back.
Oh, okay. So he did what a horse should do. He carried someone while they did it. Nah, fuck it.
Oh, hold on. This Billy the Horse isn't the same as the other Billy the Horse. This is a white horse. The other Billy was brown. I think we're getting our Billies crossed.
Not all Billies are created equal, apparently.
No. So yeah,
fuck him. Not a fan. Yeah, exactly.
So
I agree with Jack.
Jake.
Oh,
you're a white horse, and we took a black and white photo, so you stand out.
Yeah.
Fuck off. That's going to worst. That's awful.
No, it's not.
Sorry,
both of those stories, both of those iconic stories are shit. And that logo's bad.
Yeah.
Pish logo. It's not a nice story, Stuart. It's a white horse in a black and white photo, and everyone getting fucking wank jobs over it. I don't get it. He didn't do anything.
Mate, he didn't back down. He didn't back down, did it?
Fucking horse.
It's a horse. There's other horses there. There's one right next to him. No one said anything about that horse. It's a dark horse. It's a dark horse, and it doesn't show up as clearly.
Billy the horse was shit even by horse standards. Mr. Ed.
Whoa! Why has that gone into bad?
Well, because I've got it as good. So
I've got it as bad. I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll
allow it. Like it. If you're a Wembley star,
why don't you go and play for Wembley then, you big gay?
Because it's like 4 hours away.
Ease up.
Sorry. Anyway,
the opinions expressed by Steve to Will's sexuality have nothing to do with the opinions expressed by Gridiron Hub as a whole.
Yeah, no, they do. No, that's our corporate position.
What, Will's a big gay?
Yeah. It's one of our defining strategies.
Yeah, you can find it in our terms and conditions, subsection 3.
My hair's all over the place, man. Right.
Let's get these last two done, and then
last
we can get the audience to check
Hornets, London Hornets.
I don't like the fact that he's got an American football under his arm, and I don't like the fact that he's a humanised hornet.
I never even noticed that.
Oh, yeah, he's got a big old arm and a fist and a foot. Like for me, that I actually put it as average because of that. Grade off bath for ref.
No, that goes up for me. I like that. I just thought it was I'm going to say I got bad eyesight and I'm working with a small screen. I thought it was just a regular old hornet. I like that. I reckon that's good.
Do you?
I
think it's cheesy.
Yeah.
I think it's cheesy, but okay. Will, what about you, mate? Where are you?
I like it. I never saw that, and
yeah, neither.
I wish I'd not pointed it out now.
Yeah, the originality. I'm a big fan. Crack on.
Okay, so you guys are going to go. Where are you going with it? Because I had it as average.
Sorry, I'm not down with it, kids. What does slaps mean? Is slaps good or bad?
Slaps is good.
Probably good.
If something slaps, it's good. Wing looks like it leaves at close range.
I leave.
It's a hornet stood next to a little plant.
He's a masturbator's grip. Yeah, he's definitely. I reckon it's good.
Yeah,
I like it.
We should change. We should change the ball to a loaf.
Yeah, average. It's average for bad ball security. It's average.
So I've got average. So okay, we're saying average, are we?
Yeah, bad ball security. Bad ball security.
There's a lot of great comments today. I'm enjoying this.
It's been a funny show. Yeah, right. final one. Is it this?
Right, let's let Oz give his, because Oz notoriously hates feline logos, and we're ending with the Cambridgeshire Cats.
When we zoomed in, this cunt's wearing fucking contact lenses. Like he's got those shitty all white contact lenses. See you later. It's a bad logo.
A Jags. Is it a rip-off of the Jags logo? I didn't even think about that. See, this is why we've got a live audience, because I would never have put those together. Let me just check that.
Yeah, it is. It is a spitting image of it. Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Oh,
yeah,
the worst.
Spit.
In the bin.
I only thought we had like a couple.
Yeah, in the bin.
Oh, it is, man. It's a hatchet job. Yeah, that's down the bottom. Put all of the ones together that are the rip-off ones. So
should we just have a look here, which is rip-off?
No. They still work. They still need the outcome's the same, isn't it? They still need to be changed. Yeah, you're going to do it, aren't you?
It's awful.
Okay, so yeah, put all the 4 rip-offs together. So yeah, Titan. I can't believe there's 4. I only thought there was 2.
Right. So this is the moment of truth.
Well, hold on. Let's have a chat. Let's have a quick chat first, because last time we did this, we did make a couple of adjustments before we did our final checks, right?
Yeah. We all get to move one. We all get to move one.
No. Before that, I still think that
lines are smoother. I love that line. 1 second.
Fuck me. Can you say his name 4 times fast?
No, because the furniture will start floating.
Maybe
yeah, it definitely sounds like a Harry Potter curse. I'm so sorry, mate. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, man. Thanks for watching.
Wow.
So, just some like last minute adjustment. Fuck, man. We'll just go off. We'll go off now. We're done.
Yeah, no, we all get to move one each. We all get to move.
1 second. We have been asked to. 1 second. Let me do this live on.
What are you doing?
What is going on here?
Oh, Bafra's not part of it. You just
no, they asked for it. Look, they tell them.
Put them in.
We have to do it then.
Put them with the Div 2 ones.
Yeah, go with Div 2.
Yeah, if they can't fucking turn up to the games to every single one of them, we're not going to put them in every single show. Fuck them.
I'm slightly
sorry you wouldn't have said it. Someone said it.
Sorry, mate, we're short on resource. We can't actually put the Bafra logo in there yet. Sorry.
That's cool.
Anyway.
We'll get it on there later. But right, so hold on, before we go back to the full screen of it.
Yeah, I'm going. There you go. Hello.
It's not. There we go. Didn't we last time discuss final adjustments before we did our single change, or were we just going straight to single change?
I can't remember. It was last
because.
week.
Right. Okay. No. Let's do it. Let's just see. I still think.
Basically, last week what we did is I gave you both a wild card. Well, we all had a wild card.
Yeah, but I thought before the wild card we made some adjustments based on we looked at it and we were like, oh yeah, those things.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that then. So.
Yeah, essentially, once we had this picture, we started looking at them compared to each other in the
that's what I'm saying. Because that's what I'm doing. Because I think compared to the others in bad. 2 things. One is that I think the Solent Thrashers should go up, and I think the Romans goes down. I also think the Merseyside Nighthawks goes down as well. But those are 3 things that really stick out for me when I look at this.
Yeah, and I also think that the
Cheaters is facing left.
I just like it anyway.
I also think I'd probably move the Essex logo down as well. And maybe
I actually had the Cheaters as average, so I actually do agree with Grant. Sorry. So you said Essex where?
So I would actually move Essex and Yorkshire down to good. I think the first 3. Yeah, I think the first 3 just stand out to me.
No, I like the Rams. I really like the Rams. I think.
Oh, but he obviously doesn't like the Spartans. He fucking moved that
no issues whatsoever.
Fair, a lot of people have kicked off saying the Spartans logo is better than the Warriors logo, and to be fair, that it's a point.
that was it. I don't think it is better than the Warriors logo.
I don't care what other people say, Will. This is between me, you, and Oz.
I don't think it is better than the Warriors logo. I think it's a good logo.
I do think it's better, but I'm cool with that. Talk to me about this. Right, let's go down to that.
It's too high. I really do.
You think who? Shropshire?
Yeah, it's just.
Mate, there have been people in the chat that said that should be even higher.
Does anyone in chat actually think that the Shropshire Evolution logo should be higher than average?
That's the wrong colour. The old wrong colour for the Spartans logo. Let me see about the Spartans logo then, because I'm fairly sure I took all of these. They may have changed it since. To
be fair, yeah.
Getting the bin, Grant. We're not putting EKP as elite.
No, too detailed. No, look. The new Spartans logo. Yeah, it's got. Let me just share my screen. It's the same logo, but it's just a faded orange, faded gold. So.
I prefer that. I like that better than the other one. So,
yeah, it's got like. Well, actually, does the other one have the bit down the front? Yeah, it does. It's just not as clear there.
It's not as prominent. I think that one's sharper. The new one is sharper. I like the new one better.
So, would you put that in elite?
The new one?
Yeah.
That's comment of the day. That is.
Shropshire Beyblades.
No, comment of the day is
the gaining one
in the gym. Yeah, mate. That's a DJ. Hey, let's not take anything away from that comment. It's fantastic. The gradient is important. So, are we saying because of that gradient, we're going to bump it up to elite?
Are we going to actually crown new teams here? We've got the.
We've got to be careful.
The thing is, if we're going to bump Essex back up, we have to put the new logo in to show it. We can't put the current one.
We can't. We'll do that later. We can't do that now.
I don't think that current one there is elite.
Okay, but you're saying the new one with the gradient colouring is elite.
I still don't know if it's that much better than the Warriors one. That's the issue I'm having.
I think the Warriors, for me, the Warriors one's got the too much shading. That's why I don't like it.
Is there any team in the in Britball called the Gladiators?
Yeah, Colchester,
right? Okay, because the helmet that's in the middle of the Warriors one, I really like
the Gladiators one.
Well, it's a gladiator style helmet, but I really like it, and that's the thing that stands out to me. So,
yeah, well, they're called the Warriors, not the Gladiators.
Yeah, but Gladiators were Warriors.
No, it's not a copy of the Michigan Spartans because that's the Holton Spartans.
Yeah, the Holton Spartans are a copy of the Michigan Spartans. That's why they're down in rip-off. It's not even the best logo. It's not even the best
logo in the good tier.
He's talking about Essex. Essex isn't even the. See, I think I like the Falcons logo better than I like the Essex Spartans logo.
Yeah. I think the Falcons logo should be an elite. I really do. I think it's a really smart logo. I think
this is the. I'm just going to share the Colchester Gladiators logo.
The more
which I think is.
Oh, that's.
I think that's very similar to the London Warriors one, man.
We'll be discussing Div 2 logo next week.
Yeah, you know what? I think the Falcons. I'm happy leaving the Spartans down and moving the Falcons up. The more I look at it, the more I think that's a great logo.
Yeah, it really is a cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that. Okay, so let's go down to the average tier. There's been calls about the Shropshire Beyblades. I think they're cool where they are. I think there's a bit too much controversy around it for it to be higher, but it is a good quality logo with a lot to it. I think that, and like people said, like they don't like the way they put it on their lid because they put it on the back of like the crown of the lid. Russell Crowe Gladiator.
James,
can we make sure we do a uni version of this? More fun.
We will.
We will. Yeah, we'll just do like a new one each week.
We'll be doing
I'm not a fan of the. Is it the Sheffield crash test dummies there beside the?
I agree, mate. I think it's bad. I really don't. I
can't make it bad.
I really don't like it. I do. I
put it on par. I put it on par with Solent. I do not like it.
I don't like it.
Solent, I think should be average.
No, I don't think it is.
That's a good point. Did the Surge get promoted?
The Surge are Div 2.
Yeah, well, that'll be next week then if they're Div 2. They were Div 1.
We only got Prem and Div 1.
I don't like the Sheffield crash test dummies.
Yeah, but if you're putting it on a par with Solent, I think it is better. I think Solent's is better. Like I say, I think Solent should be way up there, but I don't think that those two logos are on a par with the Chester Romans. Although we did say we'd move down.
So I think both Bury and the Chester Romans should be down one.
Okay. Right, let's have a look.
Fuck off, Will.
Will, you're so sad. So, and I also think, I don't know where this nosebleed's coming. Where I didn't fucking see this before. Why the fuck is Stallions up there?
I'd move the fidget spinners down as well.
Why is the Stallions it bad? You got to remember we've added Rip Off. I mean, we can remove Rip Off if you want.
Well, that's fine. No, because I'm not put Rip Off. Leave Rip Off where it is. I'm not classifying them as logos in a way because they're just like I'm looking from worst. I'm looking from worst to elite. So if you're at the worst, if you're at the worst, you are the worst logos there is. And I'm happy to move the fidget spinners down.
Yes, I had them as worst. No, I didn't add them as bad.
I'm liking the fact we're changing names of teams here. Like, I just
we got to be careful because you end up giving people. No, look. So there's two things that I don't like here that I'd like addressed.
One second before you go into that, the Chester Romans can't go any lower. Jesus.
No, they can't because they're not a rip-off. No official team would have a logo that fucking bad. So
my first one is.
You definitely didn't rip that off from anywhere else.
My first one is the Merseyside Nighthawks. I think it's too basic.
I'm happy to move that down.
It's one colour. It's the only logo. Actually, no, it's not the only logo with one colour because the Bristol Aztecs have got one colour. But I don't like it. I think it has to go down.
Yeah, I'd move that down.
And then on the same note, I think the Wembley Stallions needs to be in worst because of all the writing.
No,
it's got fear none, respect all, or some shit written.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it in worst though. I would still put that in bad.
Okay, cool.
I'd move Mersey down, and I'd leave Wembley in bad.
Okay, let's do that then. And then right. So that's our final. Well,
yeah, but now we all get to move. Now we get to move one.
Now we get to move one up and down each, and I'm going first because I went last time.
I was gonna say I went first last time, so I'll go last.
All right, go on, Steve, and I'll go first next week.
Yeah.
Next week I'll go.
Oh, look, you can see how similar the colour is between Merseyside and the
I see
Tigers there.
I see it.
Proper, isn't it? Right.
Pressure's on. Guys, in the comments, if you can let us know as well if you could move one up or down, which one it would. That'd be
which
great.
Would you go with?
Oh, Grant's already told us. Grant would move EKP up.
Why is O's in the worst? Because they look like fucking.
Yeah, it looks like a car wheel that's on fire.
Oh god, this is. Do you know what? This isn't easy, and I know that I have to be careful because I don't want to pick one that I know one of you guys is going to then just fucking change back. So someone said EKP up.
Grant said EKP up. Oh, so Kerr as well.
Yeah. So I'm thinking Stallions down or Solent up from bad. Hornets down because there's too much about it that I don't like. I'm actually convinced that.
Come on.
I'm actually convinced of the Spartans one. Why isn't Oxford Saints in worse? Because it's got the halo being a Saint.
Yeah, at least they've tried a little bit.
Yeah.
At least they've tried.
I'm going to go with Wembley Stallions down.
All right.
That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, Will, make it happen. All right,
make it so, Will.
So I'm I'm torn. I'm not going to touch the Romans. I'll leave the Romans where they are because I know that's why Oz wants to go last. Because if I move them up to bad, that'd be going straight back down. So
I should have moved them down. We just 2 down and then 1 up.
So I'm not going to go there. For me, I'm looking at the average tier and I'm thinking Shropshire. I just don't like it, and the Beyblades I think it's going to stick from now on. I think the Aztecs again are too high. I think they could go down 1. And I think
partial to a fidget spinner.
and
we've got Beyblades and fidget spinners.
And in regards to going up, I think the Merseyside Nighthawks. I think they should go up.
Okay.
And I think EKP should go up as well. I think that they're probably elite tier. But I just can't get my head around it. So I think the one I'm going to move is that down.
Really? Okay, cool.
I just don't like it, mate. I don't like it.
So, oh my God, I'm really surprised. So, okay, cool. Keep going. Go on, Oz. Let's see what you've got.
I'm dropping the Sheffield Crash Test Dummies, man. I fucking hate that logo.
No.
Yeah, that's gone.
I honestly had them elite tier. That's where I had them.
Nah, it looks too much. It looks too much like someone pointed out. It looks like Instagym. And
I don't think it does look like it in terms of color, but it's not the same type of graphic, is it? It's a lot better. It's a lot cleaner.
It's a shit house. It's just
out of the 36 logos, 22 of them are bad or below.
Yeah, well, this is what I said. Like, it's not average, is it? Because obviously, we're saying most people are below average. Will is going to get banned from Gridiron Hub.
It's because he keeps stirring up trouble, telling people that
that Falcons comment, mate, I want to knock you out for.
I'm getting battered after the live stream, and then Steve's giving me my P45. Not that I get paid, but
So I'm fairly happy with.
Okay, no, you know what? I'll let you have. I'm going to bend to public opinion, because the more I've looked at it, the more I've liked. You can move Sheffield back up one. I'm putting EKP up the top.
Oh, you're going with a crowd. This is the first time I've seen you bend to the will of the public.
I know, right?
What's going on? It's because you've got a bird now, isn't it? You're like, I've got to be nice sometimes.
People pleaser. That's definitely me. The more I've looked at it, the more I put it on the same level as the Falcons and the Rams. That's the thing. I'm looking at it compared to the Falcons and the Rams, and I'm like, it's just as good as that. And I didn't move either of those down. I still think my favorite is either the Thunder or the Wolves. Those two are my favorite.
My favorite's the Phoenix.
Yeah, my favorite's the Phoenix or the Rams.
Phoenix is my third favorite, but I love the Thunder logo. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, it's class.
Yeah,
class.
So
there we've got how many teams in Britball need to change their logo now then?
4.
21.
And one team needs to change their fucking name.
4 need to change their logo.
22.
They're all down the bottom.
Which teams need to change the name?
London Blitz.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't agree with it. I think it's bad. Like the
at least
Soho acid attacks or something. And those, that only affects one person at a time. The Blitz killed thousands.
Can we not have like the Turkish Coast Massacre or something like the
the Pearl Harbor bombers?
Yeah, the Gallipoli Marines.
It doesn't sit well with me.
I have got one which I'll tell you off air. I'm definitely not going to tell you on air, but we'll.
All right, cool. Well, so guys, what we're going to do now for everyone that's watching, so we're going to post this up. Will, are you posting up tonight or tomorrow? What are you going to do?
Tomorrow during the day.
Okay, we're going to post this up tomorrow on Gridiron Hub, but we'll also in the comments we'll post the link so you guys can create your own. Because I really want to see how what people doing with this. Because I'll post my own one up as well because I've done one that I did today, and I'll post that up, unabridged.
Yeah, I agree with that one. We will do. We are getting on to actually.
That's probably the best logo in Britball at the moment. Is the Nottingham Arrows.
I'm 27 minutes. I'm 27 minutes over schedule, and I start work in 3 minutes. So
bugger. All right, you go, mate. Thank you.
Just quick, if you want to go, Oz, completely get it. Just a few housekeeping things to do. So we'll get this up tomorrow. Hopefully, you'll all chip in with your opinions. The plan. See you later, Oz. The plan is in the long run is to actually rank the logos from 1 to 120. So we'll kind of look at all the elite tier logos, all the good tier logos, and so on, and then we'll rank them, and eventually we'll have the best logos in Britball in a numbered system.
Someone asked about Uniball. We're doing that as well, are we now?
Yeah, we're doing Uniball. We're going to do flag. We're going to do women's. We're going to do all the logos we've got. We have got.
I don't think there's many unique women ones, so it may be worth chucking the women's ones in with flag because a lot of the women's are like like there are one or two teams that are like the Icena Spears, which is just a women's team. The Cheshire Bears, just a women's team. But most of the other teams have got a
male
a counterpart, a mixed team counterpart. So yeah, we'll pick just the unique ones out and put them in with flag, I think.
Yeah, so we will get around to that. I mean, we've got a load of live streams coming up over the next couple of months, so it's about fitting them in. Do you want to quickly just talk about your live stream next Tuesday? You forgot.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we haven't posted anything about this yet, but so I don't know if any of you guys watch the show, The Great British Bake Off, but I do. I watch it with my missus when it's on, and over Christmas there was a Christmas special of it. So I watched like one episode of that or two episodes of that with my missus. And one of the lads that was on it, they had to do some cookies, biscuits or whatever. And he made American football helmets. And I was like, well, what's it? He's a young lad. And I looked him up, found him on Instagram. And he actually is involved in American football in the UK. So he's a Britballer. He was a contestant on the Great British Bake Off a couple of years ago. He's agreed to come onto a live stream next week to speak to us. So he plays Uniball. He plays for the Winchester Silverbacks, so one of the new teams in Uniball. We'll have him on next week, and I'm quite looking forward to it. It's our first sort of like British celebrity guest that we've had on, which is going to be quite cool. So we'll be talking a bit about. Yeah, there we go. Someone said it. So yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about how we got into it, how we got into the TV, and how he's found that. But then also, what he knows, like how did he get into American football? What it's like at the Silverbacks, and looking forward to that.
Yeah, next Wednesday we're going to be going into the Division 2 teams, so that should be fun. So the fun from this week will definitely continue next week, which will be great.
And I haven't said his name, have I? So his name's Jamie Finn, if you want to look him up. But he's really lovely guy, really lovely lad, and looking forward to talking to him. So that's next Tuesday. But yeah, cool. And then we're back Wednesday, are we, to do another one?
We're back Wednesday, sure, on twice. So I did a show last night with a strength and conditioning coach who, to be fair, to give him some credit, he really opened my eyes to all that sort of stuff. So I know we've discussed off air that, I've never understood strength and conditioning, but he really did break it down for me, and it was a really good show. So if anybody's not watched that, I really do think it's worth watching. Sam Portland is his name. We're going to be giving away some of his books or some of his So watch the space for that.
You're going to hate this.
Go on.
Give me a couple of seconds to get it up.
You can't change anything now.
Well, wait until you see what I'm about to show you.
Oh God! Is this a live reaction? Is it? I can see your screen at the bottom.
Yeah, I know you can, but they can't. Where is it?
Bake Off has to be the guy's nickname, or you're doing it wrong. This is true. If he was playing in any team in this country, his name would be Bake Off. I know. So, being associated with the Railroaders, they once had a player called Towie, purely because he looked like he was from The Only Way Is Essex.
Right, let me just. I'm just going to get this up.
I'm trying to fill the gap for you while you do this.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm just trying to. Get
You're literally rinsing me here, mate. But no, like I say, we'll be doing
better at this.
We'll be doing the uni teams. We'll be doing the Division 2 next week, which will be great. It's really hard. I don't know how it is hard to be impartial with like teams you've played against.
So, Will, you're going to have to get the rankings back up, because it turns out that the Sussex Thunder have taken their logo and ripped it off from the Bucks County Thunder.
The Bucks County? Are you sure?
This is what we've been told. We need to check.
Let me get it up now. Let me get it up.
Stop drinking water. What the hell's that? Is your co-host stop drinking water? What the fuck's... Oh, just get rid of that nonsense.
To be fair, mate, sorry. We've had a lot of trolls on Twitch. We might have to. I mean, have we got any people? We've only got him viewing on Twitch, so we might have to stop the Twitch ones. To be honest, let me have a look.
I don't know how old that team is, but I'm informed that this was where the Thunder got their logo from. So we need to go back, and they drop all the way down from.
Who's that? Tier. Which ones was it?
What?
Do you know which team was it?
What are you talking about? The Thunder, the Sussex Thunder.
Sussex Thunder, right? Give me a sec.
How could you not know that? There, it's like the same logo.
Do you reckon?
So they dropped down from elite all the way to rip off.
Well, yeah, okay. I will do that. I'll do that off air because I've saved it. So you've just got to let me. It's not loading up at the minute. Oh, there we go. If anybody from the Sussex Thunder wants to, comment, please let us know.
No, well, that's what's happened. And I would go as far as to say, if you know of any other teams that have ripped another logo off, then let us know.
I know a few indeed too, but we'll get to them next week.
Yeah, there's just gonna be full of them, innit? But yeah, it's a hockey stick, not a hammer, though. Yeah. Well, the Jacksonville Jaguars one was a doctored version.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if they've been. Let me just stop that because nobody wants to see that. It'd be interesting to know if any, a bit like the EKP, any Britball teams have had their logos ripped by other teams. I suppose.
Yeah, so I know of I know of a soccer team that took the London Warriors one. And I don't know. I actually we did put an article together of all of the logos that we knew of that were like taken from somewhere else.
What we'll do is
so I've got a whole list.
I was going to say at the end of next week after this show, we'll release the article. I don't mind adding to it.
Yeah, well, there's actually more to add to it now, like based on these recordings, which is quite cool. So there's actually quite an extensive list now. So yeah. Anyway, right, cool. Well, I'm going to go.
Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Like I say, you'll be able to comment on the picture tomorrow. So let us know your thoughts. We'll release the link as well, so you can do all this yourself. You can do it on an iPhone or an iPad or a computer. So all you have to do is take a screenshot and post it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next Tuesday. See you later.